Hello, my name is ALIKA BHATT. I am a self-taught artist and a YouTuber. My new class, which is about abstract realistic portraits, just launched on Skillshare. Today I'm sharing an exclusive sneak peek with you, so stay tuned. I'm so excited to get started with coloring, and first we are going to be painting the background. So to begin with, I'm going to be choosing my colors. Now here's where our prototype comes in use. As we have already decided the color combinations for our background in the prototype, you just look into it and just choose the colors accordingly. So here I'm just going to be using this rose pink. You can always mix some white color to your pink shade, and you can create any light shade of pink for the background. And I would always suggest you to keep your color palettes ready, do a good color mixing before you start painting, because you really don't want your colors to dry. Because I want a very watercolor effect in the background, so it's very important that I first make it moist. Please use a hairspray. What it does is, it does not create drips. It evenly spreads out on the canvas. The colors, when they come on the canvas, they just start mixing and merging and create a beautiful background. I'm just going to stay a little away from the canvas and then start spraying it like this. Once it is done, I'm using my flat brush and I've added a lot of water to it. So now let's go ahead and add the background. You apply the color and then you take your spray bottle and just spray some water there. All of us might have the same technique, but the backgrounds for all of us are going to be different and beautiful. I'll quickly wash my brush and then maybe I'll pick up the other shade. So let me just pick up blue now. And if you think that the water that you have applied is already dry, then you can always add more water there. In order to make your main subject stand out, it's always nice to use those complementing colors around them. That's why I'm adding those subtle colors in the background. It all depends on your painting process, what color you like, what you think would go well there. Once the first layer of background is dried completely, I'm going to be picking up my flat brush and doing a wet on dry technique, for which I'm going to be using these three colors, that is white, magenta and lemon yellow. This will also help me to add that kind of texture to my painting that I'm looking forward. So I'm just going to be using these colors directly. I am not adding any water to it because I want that dry brush effect there. Okay, so once you're happy with the color mix, you can just go ahead and use this dry brush to create that texture in some parts of the painting. So some more pink. I really need to blend and mix more color because I want to add it in other areas as well. And then I'll also spray some water here. So I'm also trying to use both the effects here, like the dry brush effect. At the same time, I'm also adding this water there to get a beautiful watercolor effect on the end corner. And while making the entire painting, whenever you think you have done anything wrong or you're not happy with some part of the painting, don't worry at all. Just pick up any brush loaded with water and then a tissue paper. Just go there and start scrubbing it around by the brush. You can always rectify your mistakes and keep on changing whatever you think is not looking that great. The background would always keep developing in each and every phase. So don't worry about it. If in case you're not happy at this stage, you will get many chances, in the later part of the painting to just keep on improving it. This was one part of my creating an abstract realistic portrait class on Skillshare. Join me in the full class to learn how to use acrylics and create a beautiful painting. Click on the link below. I can't wait to see you there.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe to stay up to date on all of our latest videos.